everyone, I'm Bonita from Pennies to Dollars, and today we are going to talk about the rising prices of everything. They're continuing to go up. There doesn't seem to be any end in sight, and we have to figure out our strategy on how to make things work in our homes and make our money stretch without spending these crazy prices. I know when my husband and I owned the grocery store, we would have trouble getting things sometimes in jars and in bottles because the suppliers couldn't get jars and bottles. The recycling plants were all backed up. They were having trouble finding staff, and because of that, we weren't able to get items that normally came in those containers. And then we noticed one week that the Chef Boyardee all jumped to a crazy price when they used to be one of the cheapest things that you could buy in the can to keep in the cabinet for kids after school or keep as a pinch meal for somebody. And we were like, what in the world? Even Chef Boyardee is jumping up. And we were informed by our supplier that it wasn't the product that had jumped up. It was the cost of the can. The cost of the can for Chef Boyardee had jumped 10 cents per can that last cycle. So it's not always the product that's causing things to go up. And I hear from different people that say, oh my gosh, people are price gouging. They're keeping things in the back room. They're just waiting for supplies to get short. Then they're putting them out and raising the prices. I can tell you from our experience that absolutely was not the case. We were doing everything we could to get products in the store, even if we had to go with different brands or different ways of selling things. At one point, we just had loose potatoes. We couldn't even get a bag of potatoes, and we had people coming from 3 counties to buy our loose potatoes because they couldn't find potatoes anywhere. So people are not just letting stuff sit in the back room and then putting it out to try to price gouge. As store owners, we try to get things on the shelf as quickly as we can. We want to keep those products moving. We want people to come in and find what they're looking for, because if they come in and find that they can't find what they're looking for, they'll go where they can find it, and many times they won't come back to your store because they'll say, well, I can't ever find what I'm looking for. So those things aren't really happening. I know as a customer, we will look at this stuff and suspect that things like this are happening, but from the other side looking in, they're not happening, guys. People are really struggling trying to get those items at an affordable cost for you, get them on the shelves so that when you come in, you can find those items, you can spend the money that you want to spend, and you'll come back. That is really the goal as the business owner. So I'm going to get started today and talk to you about things that I am changing to be able to make my dollar stretch as I'm shopping. And one of the things that I have not changed in a long time is I do not shop at Walmart. I have shared this with you before. Walmart has set prices, and they will advertise that they have set low prices, but they don't run sales. Their clearance racks are stocked with things that are usually just discontinued, but they haven't lowered the price. They'll put clearance on there and make you think that they've lowered the price, but if you know your prices, you'll know that the prices have not been lowered. They just stuck it on a rack that said clearance. And so I don't go into Walmart for things unless I cannot find something any other place and I need it right now, then I will check Walmart. But I went into Walmart the other day for something and I could not believe the prices that I was seeing. I haven't been paying prices that high in a long time, because I told you I only shop sales, I only shop clearance, I only shop markdowns, I only shop loss leaders. And so those are the only things that I shop for, and then I just make do and figure it out from there. But I went in there and I just browsed around and I thought, wow, this is crazy. And I'm just watching people throw stuff in their cart because so many people will think, oh, Walmart's the cheapest, no point in looking anywhere else. And they're just throwing it in the cart thinking, well, if it costs that, it costs that. But I refuse to pay prices that high. Now, one of the things that I have changed lately is I've started going back into Dollar General. I had stopped going into Dollar General for a long, long time. I was going to Dollar Tree if there were a few things I needed. Well, then Dollar Tree jumped to $1.25 per item, and some of those items, they're not worth $1.25. I'm sorry. I can get them cheaper somewhere else. And they started putting things in there that were $3, $4, $6. You have to be really careful. Everything in Dollar Tree is not $1 anymore. So you really have to look, especially in that food section. I almost got caught one day because I almost grabbed something thinking, oh, this is a good buy. And then I saw it said $6 underneath it. I was like, oh man, this is not a good buy. So they've started adding things into their frozen section and their food sections that are not $1.25. So be really careful about that. But I went into Dollar General the other day and they still have a dollar section. They still have dish soap. They still have scrub brushes to wash your dishes. They have sponges. They have so many things in that dollar section that are still $1 and are really good, helpful items. So check out your local Dollar General and check out that dollar section and see if there's some things on the list that you've been waiting to watch for maybe a sale to go, or if you've been watching to try to find it at a good price, and see if that item is in there. I was able to pick up several of the things I had on my wish list from Dollar General for $1. And then I shared with you that I've had trouble getting cat food that the cats will eat. It seems that the formula and the recipes have changed. The cats don't like it anymore. It's the same brands we've been buying forever, but they wouldn't eat it. And I've been paying roughly about $1 a pound. Sam's Club, it's pretty much like $25 for 25 pounds. And I went into Dollar General and they had a bag, $18 for 25 pounds. Now it's an off brand, but I've been buying the on brands and the cats are just looking at it when you dump it and look up at you like, really? This is what we're getting today? And they eat it because they have to, but it lays there all day long, even for the outdoor cats. And they're not even eating it quickly. They're just leaving it lay there and getting a bite when they feel like they absolutely have to. So that should tell us something. But that's cat chow, 9 lives. They're not liking it anymore. So I thought, well, you know, they're not liking the name brands. I'm going to go ahead and grab this $18 bag for 25 pounds. That's way less per pound than I've been paying, and see what they think. They immediately dove in like they have not been fed in forever. And we have a big plastic canister that we keep it in, and I dumped it in there. I couldn't believe it. It smelled like cat food. And I couldn't remember the last time that I've dumped a bag in that container where I actually smelled cat food. I realized at that point the other cat foods haven't even been smelling like cat food. They haven't had an odor at all. And this actually did. And they dove right in and they are loving this Dollar General cat food. So I guess that's where I'm going to be shopping from now on. The other kinds are running short anyway, and they're not eating it, and they cost more. And then remember that when you shop at Dollar General, on the bottom of your receipt, it will say $5 off of 25. You will usually get a coupon. Now, I don't like shopping on weekends generally. That's usually when it seems like so many people are out and about, and if there's any good deals, they're gone. But that $5 off of 25, if you go in on a Saturday and you have a few things to get, and I grab that bag of cat food, I can get another $5 off that purchase. And my husband already works Saturdays, so I can just have him swing by and I won't even have to leave the house, and we'll get that $5 discount. So another great tip there to keep in the back of your mind. And then you may already know this, but keep in mind that those pre-packaged items, like that come in 6-packs, whether they're pop, applesauce, fruit, any of those things that come in little packages are going to cost you more than if you buy it in a big jar and then you just portion it out, or you buy it in a 2 liter. And then what I do is I buy them buy my soda in the 2 liter if I can catch it on sale. I keep some of those extra bottles from when I've bought them in 6 packs, and I just pour them in, and it keeps my soda fresh. And that way I can just pour it in one of those bottles every single day. It stays fresh because I'm not opening and closing and opening and closing the 2 liter. And it's been lasting just as long, and that's been saving me a lot of money on my soda because I've cut way back on how much I drink. And at first I thought, 2 liters are going to go flat. This is a bad idea. But it has not gone flat. It has been working with me doing it that way. But if you can buy the big jars of applesauce, portion them up in little containers, anything like that is going to save you money if we just think ahead and get out of that mindset that we've always bought this, we've always done it this way, and realize that, hey, we need to do something maybe a little bit different right now to save some money. Inconvenience ourselves just a tad by putting things in individual containers or dumping that 2 liter into a bottle that we already had. That will save us money. Here is a clip of one of my recent shopping trips and some great deals that I got. Some of the great deals that I got today were 3 dozen large eggs for only 78 cents a dozen. A package of Dunkin' Donuts hot chocolate Keurigs for $4.98, and a package of Bar S hot dogs for 28 cents. So good deals can still be had, but be cautious because Walmart, when they say something is being clearanced on their rack, many times it is just being discontinued and the price has not been dropped. You're going to probably have to go to those standalone grocery stores that are not Walmart, either private grocery stores or follow the loss leaders on the chain stores to get the sales and the actual clearance and discounts. Please hit that notification bell so you'll know when I upload a new video. I try to do that on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Thanks for watching, and you have a great day.